The Raxiom smoked Coyote tail lights that we have here will be an excellent choice for the 05 to 09 owners who are looking for a combination of that slightly more modern S197 design, but paired with that slightly darker smoke red lens, which altogether will make for a very clean but not over the top look. Now, these extremely popular DOT approved lights will deliver OE quality fit and finish for right around that $150 price point. The install will be a direct bolt-on job, very easy swap, so expect a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter according to the site, and they claim about 2 hours to complete from start to finish. I have no doubt in my mind you'll get it done quicker, and to prove it to you, we'll show you how it's done later in the video. So these taillights are obviously inspired by the 2010 through 2012 factory taillights, which in my opinion were a slightly modernized version of the 05 to 09 cars, and that included the twin vertical reverse lights right in the middle here to break up that red, or in this case, that dark smoked red appearance. And that's one of the big things I do want to note here. Typically when you hear that word smoked, you think of a dark gray, almost blacked out look, and that's not really the case here with these Raxiom lights. Instead, you're getting more of that kind of dark, deep red, which will still allow for plenty of light output, but at the same time, still is going to flow nicely with any other smoke lights you may have already added on your early S197. Construction-wise, well, listen guys, you're getting a very solid build for right around $150 for the pair that is. ABS plastic housing, complete with that dark red acrylic lens. However, one thing to keep in mind here, guys, no bulbs are included. They definitely and easily will reuse your factory bulbs, but you can either grab new LED bulbs if you'd like, or heck, even get crazy and pick up a sequential harness from Raxiom here on the site to really kind of complete that modern S197 look. Again, these have been given the DOT stamp of approval, essentially making them legal for use in all 50 states, and again, are sold in sets of 2 when ordering for right around that $150 price point. But now we want to show you what it takes to get these installed, and even though the site calls this a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, I think it's extremely easy. They say 2 hours to complete from start to finish. Heck, I'd be surprised if it took you even an hour to get these done. And to prove that to you again, here's that detailed walkthrough we promised you earlier, along with your quick tool breakdown.
The tools used for this install are a 1/4 inch ratchet, 11mm socket, and a clip removal tool. So the first step of this install is going to be to pop the trunk lid open and remove this interior panel to gain access to the tail lights. We're going to do this by removing a screw clip here and a push clip down here, as well as 2 clips here on by the latch. You're going to have a Christmas tree clip right here on this left side and again on the right side, as well as 2 retainer clips here on the top by the latch. Just use a clip tool to pop them up and remove them. With all your clips out of the way, you can remove the panel and gain access to the back of the taillights. Now that you have access to the back of your taillights, you can start by unplugging the plug right here on the back of the You can start by unplugging the plug right here at the back of the trunk, followed by unbolting the 3 bolts that hold the taillight into place. I'm going to use an 11mm socket, and I'm going to unbolt the taillights and remove them from the vehicle. All right, now that you got your taillight out of the vehicle, you can swap over your wire harnesses over into your new taillight assembly. Make sure that you line up all of your connectors and bulbs into the same locations as stock. Now you can throw this into the vehicle, test it out, and reinstall your cover panel. Now just plug in your connector. Once you got both lights installed and plugged in, make sure to test them out before you wrap up with your panel. and then you're all done. And that's going to wrap up this review and install for the Raxiom Smoked Coyote Tail Lights for your 05 to 09 Mustang. Thanks for watching, and for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.